Hi guys, Chris here, and you're watching Here We Are Running, and welcome back to week 3 of my training for a sub 20-minute 5k. So another week of 5k training begins, and it's such a critical week, this one, I think, because as you'll have seen from the last couple of weeks, I've been introducing speed, but I have let the overall distance for the week drop down a bit because of that, and I have both weeks ended up with a couple of rest days. So this week's going to be about adding some distance by running at least 6 days during the week, maximum 1 recovery day. And I've started the week off by using Monday as an active recovery day. So I ran 10k, nice easy pace. Had the kids out with me for some of that as well. And now it's Tuesday and we're just out for 11k, easy pace run. And talking about distance, April was the month where I ran the most distance I've ever done. Well, I think I'm gonna beat that in May. It's looking that way at the moment with less than a week to go now, but I have to keep watching to see if it happens or not. Wednesday workout, oh yes, back at the track, and of this little training block, this is going to be the toughest Wednesday workout yet. If you remember back to week 1 where I brought you through my plan, this one was going to be 800 meters, 6 times 800 meters with 400 meter recovery jog in between. No, 200 meter recovery jog in between. But I've decided I want something a little bit more challenging. And this workout was suggested to me by one of the viewers. He's also a YouTuber. Put the details up on the screen now. So check out his channel. But yeah, this one was suggested. And when I looked at it, I thought, whoa, that's brutal. So it's 6 times 1k. Now last week we did 5 times 1k. This one is 6 times 1k, but the pace for each rep is going to vary. So remember, when we do the time trial, the target pace is going to be 4 minutes per kilometre, or just under. So for this workout, rep 1 is going to be target pace plus 10 seconds. Rep 2 is going to be target pace, and rep 3 is going to be target pace minus 10 seconds. So that's the first 3, and in between each of those we're going to do a 200 meter recovery jog. When we get to the 3rd rep done, we're going to do a 400 meter recovery jog, and then we're going to repeat it all. Hopefully that makes sense. I will try and talk you through a little bit of it as we are in between reps. First 3 reps done, so that's the first set of the 2, and something went a little bit wrong on the 2nd rep. I didn't see the watch tell me to stop, so I carried on running through the recovery period. So then I had to stop the watch and make up my own little recovery period there. So rep 2 actually ended up being 1.2 kilometers, but I think I did okay on the 3rd rep. I just had to run it kind of flat out really. And I'll put the first 3 reps, the times up on the screen now so you can see them now, and just about to start the 2nd set of 3. Whoa, that was really a brutal workout. Thank you, Chris, for suggesting that. Anyway, I haven't seen the times. I will put them up on the screen now, but I'm not going to talk to you about them and how it all felt and everything. I'll do that during my long run at the weekend. So keep watching. Long run coming up now. .12k into this long run already. It's another beautiful day, but it is warm. I went out at 7 o'clock, started at 7 o'clock this morning. It is a warm one, but we've gone on the National Cycle Network again, a run that I did a few weeks ago. 12k gets me to Caterham Viewpoint, and we've got this lovely view here. Taking a few minutes to enjoy that before we start the downhill back towards home. Morning. Quite a lot to bring you up to date on during the remainder of this run, because it has been a week with a lot of running, but I'll come on to that in a little bit. Let's start by recapping that Wednesday workout. And whilst it was a really brutal workout, I am really happy with the way it went. It was tough, no doubt about it. Those 2 reps, the third of each set, where we were going 10 seconds quicker than target pace. Oh, that was really tough. But looking at those splits afterwards when I got home, I realised, you know, I was within a couple of seconds on each rep of where I should have been. So gotta be really happy with that. Then Thursday, you'll probably be familiar by now that I tend to do a treadmill run on Swift when on a Thursday. Didn't quite go according to plan this week. Ended up doing 2 runs, one in the morning, which is a short one, and then another one in the evening, because I like to do the group runs, but I was having some Wi-Fi problems in the morning, so by the time I got onto the group run before work, it was already halfway through. And then Friday, well, Friday was special because for the first time in a very long time, I actually went for a run with somebody else in the real world. So Paul and I met up on Friday morning for a socially distanced run, and it was great to get out there, have a chat with someone whilst running, whilst keeping a minimum of 2 meters apart, and a little bit of footage of that coming up right now. And yesterday was my sort of second speed session of the week, where the previous 2 weeks I've been doing tempo runs. But today, or yesterday, this week, I decided to do a progression run. I always like progression runs, and my legs, having done more distance this week, were feeling a little bit more tired. So I think that probably suited it better than a tempo run. We did an 8k run. The first 6k was progression, so each kilometre faster than the one before it, and then the final 2 kilometres of the run I treated as a kind of cool down. So that brings you right up to date and to today's run. And I really enjoyed this run, and it has added that extra bit of distance to what is a record-breaking week for me. Over 90 kilometers for the week, and for the first time ever, over 200 miles for the month. Well, we're getting towards the end of this run and this episode, but join me again next week, which will be my final week of training before I attempt the sub 20-minute 5k time trial next weekend. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, of course, hit that thumbs up button to give the video a like, and if you're new around here, well, why not consider subscribing for regular running content. But for now, guys, goodbye.